What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Yankees Avenue Show on the Yankees Avenue YouTube channel. As usual, I'm Patrick Hennessy. That's Dan Rourke. Dan, how we doing on this magnificent Tuesday morning?
Yeah, Tuesday morning. Honestly, man, this is one of those days where I just have like degenerate vibes. You know what I'm saying? I've kind of been kicking it all day. It's like we're in the dead point of football season. Baseball is coming close. We still got like a few weeks ago. So I'm chilling. I'm just kind of like I'm on a low key vibe. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, well, I'm the complete opposite. I'm feeling great vibes because, dude, it's just a good time to be alive, bro. Yankees Avenue Show. If this is your first time watching, we love you, and you're in for a great episode today. Because first topic we're getting into
Lift me
before
up,
we get
Pat.
into
Lift
before we
me
get
up.
into a little Q&A stuff, Yankees facial hair policy, bro. This is one of those topics where it's like there's no middle ground. It just feels like there's never any middle ground. It's either like, yo, it's like a civil war between Yankees fans. So I guess I'll get your take on it. I'll
No,
give a
no, no.
little
Give
bit
me
of a
your
preface.
take first
No,
because
no,
I
no.
need to bounce off what you're saying here because I am
I'll give a
ready.
little preface into the debate. So the Yankees, if you don't know, have a facial hair policy. You're allowed to have a mustache. I believe no other facial hair besides that. Sometimes they'll bend the policy a little bit for guys like CC. They'll let them have like a little 5 o'clock shadow. At times, like Stanton will have like his little soul patch going on. Basically, if you're good enough, they'll bend the rules for you a little bit. But no beards, no crazy long hair, whatever. Um, I'm firmly on the boat of being that the Yankees should abolish their facial hair policy. I think it's outlandish. I think it's outdated. I think it is. I don't know. I don't see a point, especially in today's society where, I mean, you see CEOs of businesses having beards. I think the idea that a member of a baseball team can't look professional and can't be a well, what's that word? Like an idol to people? What's the word? Like someone
Are you
for
talking
kids to
about
look up
how
to. That they can't be that if they have a beard is an insane thought process. So let's just say when the Yankees got Andrew McCutchen, he still had his dreads, right? The Yankees most likely would have had him cut them, which I think is a stupid idea. It's not something that I agree with. And if I was running a professional baseball team, it's not a policy that I would have in place. So therefore, if I was running the New York Yankees, there would be no facial hair policy. But Dan, you as a very nostalgic old-time fan, I'd love to hear your take on this.
All right. First of all, let me just say this is very similar to how I felt about like the alternate jersey conversation. I can't understand really getting this passionate on either side, no matter how you land, whether you are for the facial hair policy or you hate it the way you do. I don't think it's really all that big a deal. And if a player is so upset about the Yankees facial hair policy to where they wouldn't want to sign with them because of it, I'm not sure that's the kind of guy I want my team anyways to begin with. I remember it was, I think, an issue with Brian Wilson. That's like the example I always remember, like that actually happened. So like, it's clearly not all that big a problem in my opinion. Listen, if you want to get rid of the rule, I'm not even totally against that. I don't want Mike Napoli, like 2013 Mike Napoli caveman beards on the Yankees. No,
Mike Napoli looked good with a beard, though.
No, that's great. That's great. But let me ask you that. Yes, who cares? I don't think it's a big deal either way. But
exactly. So at least give them the choice. Right now, they don't have the choice. I do think
you look better, well groomed with the like
subjective, right?
The no hair below the neck and like a clean shaved beard. I'm not a clean shaved beard, but like a legitimate fine beard that's like well kept. Is that the word I'm looking for? That I'm totally cool with. But I do think like, bro, I don't want to be seeing like a caveman beard on the Yankees in pinstripes in Yankee Stadium just would not work. And also,
but why?
It's also one of those things that it's that you just classify as like it's a little cute thing the Yankees do. Like I don't think it's all that deep. You know what I'm saying?
No, I know, but it doesn't have to be a cute little thing that the Yankees do. Especially, it's like, bro,
you can have a beard in the offseason too. Like 6 months, it's only half the year.
I would hope so. But my whole thought process with it is like we want players to be themselves, right? Like we want players to be as fun and as themselves as possible. And bro, for a franchise to not allow facial hair, I think it's blasphemous, bro.
Like, bro, do you think a players think about this shit at night when they go to sleep? Like, I think that's hilarious. Like,
no, but
I know a lot of people think the way that you do. I know that, but I can't imagine it. Like the mere thought of the fact that a player having a beard or not having a beard could possibly affect his on the field performance is like,
well, I mean, we all know, like,
my brain.
If you feel like you look good, like obviously you're gonna play better.
No.
Common sense.
I'm with you, But like that, those only players I'm telling you that like would fall into that boat would be the players that we consider just couldn't handle New York in the first place. Like I'm sure I got to see Sonny Gray maybe having a problem like that.
Bro, maybe Joey Gallo with a beard succeeds in New York.
I'm pretty sure actually Joey Gallo. I think didn't he say something about that in that Athletic article? Like players like that, but like that's a Joey Gallo problem to me. It's not a Yankee problem. You know what I'm saying? Like if that's a reason why like a player wouldn't want to come here or just doesn't succeed here because the beard policy is hilarious. And also, let me say one more thing. And this is another, like that was my first main point. This is my second one. If you're good, the Yankees really don't give a shit. Like you mentioned CC's 5 o'clock shadow. Like, bro, that shit was a full-on beard at times. Same with Andy Pettit. And the main reason for that is because things got a lot more lenient since George passed away. Like he would, like, so many players have talked about it before. Like he used to call players in between innings to go shave, like when they had their beard was too like crazy. But like these days, man, like honestly, like you mentioned Andrew McCutchen, sure, maybe you'd have to like trim it, but it's not like you'd also have to like go bald. You know what I'm saying? Like it just tighten up a little bit.
They made Clint cut his hair when he came over.
But they don't make Garrett Cole cut his. And it was just as long as
No. But Garrett Cole's hair and beard before coming to New York was one of those deadly facial hair / hair combos of all time.
I disagree with you. I think he looked good, but no, Garrett Cole, I'm telling you, Garrett Cole still looks so fucking badass to me.
Okay.
Like, do you see cut it
but
though,
he looked more badass in Houston. Let us know in the comments who looks more badass, Garrett Cole in Houston or Garrett Cole in New York. Bro, nothing beats 2019 Garrett Cole. Nothing.
I'm with you. You know what it is? I'm not like arguing against Cole's beard, but like
he's a different person. Like I guarantee you right now, maybe it's just me being
Garrett Cole ailed this game forward to like 2019 Cole. Like I still take Yankee Cole.
Okay,
he looks like a beast.
This is maybe me being stupid, and I'll admit this. Madison Bumgarner does not complete his postseason heroics if he doesn't have a beard. Just saying.
Well, here's another thing. He wouldn't have to not have a beard. Like he would. Madison Bumgarner's beard would be totally fine, bro. Like
no, it wouldn't. I don't know what it looks like
now.
It would not.
Let's look up 2014 Madison Bumgarner real quick.
They would not let him have that beard, bro. That's
now, but I don't remember. Is his that like outlandish?
No, it was just a normal beard. Wasn't
just
like have that on the Yankees.
He would. I'm telling you, bro. Let me see here. Let me see how much it was. Dude, I'm telling you, he could have something that would be like a tier below that he would be able to have. I'm telling you. Now, some average Joe that just got called up, no, but Madison Bumgarner, who's leading into a World Series, like you do get leeway. So many players that are good have. Like that's just how they are.
But let me say this though. And this is like where I stand firmly on it. I agree when you say like who cares if they have a beard or not, right? Because I'm kind of in that boat too. However, I just want them to have the opportunity to have a beard if they want to. You know what I mean? It's like it's not be all end all for me if like Garrett Cole's rocking his beard, but like, bro, he should at least get the choice if he wants to.
Dude, I here's the thing,
because it becomes a very subjective argument when you say like, I don't want them looking messy. What if they don't think they look messy?
No, that's just
me
like
say that they do.
That's me saying my opinion.
Exactly. Exactly. But who are you to say what another man looks like?
I'm not anybody. This comes from the owner of the Yankees. He's a pretty important guy. He's one of the one that makes the rules.
But bro, I think it's stupid for him to have
I don't get that logic, what you're saying now, but my overall point is this. If it were a thing, like say I was Hal Steinbrenner and like there was like a petition, like protest right outside my door, and like people were saying, and like players came up to me and were like, we got to change this. Like, okay, word, why don't you say so? Like, we'll change it. No problem. I wouldn't give a shit. It's fine. But like, nobody's doing that. Nobody's complaining. We've had one.
The Yankees are an organization. The Yankees are an organization who pride themselves in tradition.
And apparently, we've talked about this a lot in the past. We've come to the realization that yes, the Yankees are still a pretty appealing team to go and sign and play with. Everybody stayed, and people still want to come and play here that are free agents. None of that has ever changed. So it's not like the brand has been tarnished, and the facial hair policy like clearly isn't bothering people. So like, I just don't think it's that big a deal. I don't want to be that guy real quick. I don't want to be that guy that like says that during a debate. Because then it's like in the end, like
you are though. Because here we are. It's like,
dude, what the fuck are you talking? No, now you're. I was about to fucking explain something. Now you're coming off some bullshit, bro. What I'm saying is,
you're being that guy.
You didn't even let me finish my point, bro. That was some whack shit. That's some shit, bro, that I would do when I was like 19 years old, and I look back on and I'm annoyed about that I did that to you. Dude. There's my apology. Now you made me lose my train of thought. What was I just saying? In the end, this is a sports talk show, and it's like we do have to have like these debates, but like I have seen this, and I'm kind of seeing it from you right now, where it's like people get legitimately angry about it, and they get like offended by it.
I'm not offended.
Oh, there's the calm, cool, and collected voice. I didn't hear that this whole time, Pat. You know this bothers you, which is fine. I have things I'm bothered by that I consider egregious too. This isn't one of those things for me personally. It's whatever either way.
Well, I mean, this whole time I thought that you were like, yeah, the Yankees should keep the fate. Do you not
No, no,
think
no,
that the
no, no,
Yankees
no,
should keep?
no. Yes,
Okay,
absolutely. But I'm saying
so
I would
that's
give
your
it, but
argument.
it's like we could find out tonight that they got rid of it, and I wouldn't give two shits.
Okay, so then what are we debating here?
I have no problem having the debate, but there are people that are genuinely like upset about it. The Yankees have it and turn into like a whole big thing, which it's not.
I don't know if I'd say
They
that
do, Pat.
I don't no. I'm talking about myself. I don't know if I'm upset that they have it. I think it's nonsensical. That's just how I view it. I don't think it makes sense. I think it's dumb. Do I lose sleep
Hey,
over it at night? No,
word.
but
That's good to
like,
hear. I would be concerned otherwise if that weren't the case.
yeah,
But
well, it's kind of like, yeah, okay.
that's kind of like what?
Um,
Kind of like what? Kind of like
no,
what?
no, no, I don't know. I don't know. I have no
I
idea.
haven't said it on camera today, Pat, and I want to say it now. It's a nice jacket you got on.
Oh, thank you, Dan. That's
It
a
is
nice
nice.
sweater you got on.
Thank you. I got it at Boscov's, bro. They got them cheap, like $15.
Nice. Yo, before
Q&A
we get into
time.
Q&A,
Yeah.
there's one thing I do want to bring up. We talked on the last episode about who we think should be on the cover of MLB The Show 23. It was announced yesterday that Jazz Chisholm is actually going to be the cover athlete. Give me your thoughts on this first, because I went first in the facial hair debate. So now you go first on the show cover.
Dude, it's like nice player, but dude, he had a 2.6 WAR last year. Like,
Yeah, I think Glaber's was higher.
put fucking Gleyber Torres on the cover. I was
Yeah.
just gonna say it. Like, and the hype trail, I think. First of all, I'm not sure if you watched the stream. The stream was terrible. They
I
had
didn't
like
watch it.
it was listed as a 3 o'clock start time, which the event technically was. But you had an interview with Donovan Mitchell, cool guy, but who really like you're there to see the cover reveal. And
Yeah, but
they had
also
that for 10 minutes. Him and
what's
that
the
Robin,
relevance?
because he's a baseball fan. So it's like there's that, but like nobody
That's
cares
weird.
about the stuff. And then they had, dude, the next 10 minutes after that were this random ass dude revealing like these 3 custom jerseys that he made that are going to be in the game. The only connection about the jerseys was like to like his past, this random dude from like Philadelphia. And it was like, yo, what the hell? So that was 15 minutes. And then he finally revealed it. And it was just like, dude, even the cover's kind of whack too. Like I was at least hoping we kind of knew going in like it was going to be Jazz. But who do you think people know who Jazz Chisholm? How do you say, is it Jazz Chisholm?
Jazz Chisholm.
Jazz Chisholm. Like, do you think
Yeah.
people know who he is outside of like generic baseball fans? Like, don't really know who he is, and like, you can't put that on a cover athlete. That's my opinion.
I agree. And don't get me wrong, I love Jazz Chisholm. Like, I wish he was a Yankee. However, I think it's one, way too soon for this cover. And I think two, it goes back to something that I brought up last episode that you kind of disagreed with. And I think it's that MLB has like a mega star problem. They might not have like a superstar problem, but I think just in terms of it's very slim pickings in terms of who MLB could put on this cover. Where if it was on shelves in a GameStop that like the average sports fan would know who it was. I could probably think of 4, and that would be Mike Trout, Bryce Harper, Aaron Judge, Shohei Ohtani, right? And 3 out of those 4 have already been used in the past couple years.
Let's go through. I'm looking at the WAR leaders right now, and I'm gonna list off players, and let's see if you would put them on the cover. Okay, so
Sure.
you have Judge obviously led, and we know we put him on. Then Manny Machado, I say yes, he's cover worthy.
Yeah.
Nolan Arenado,
Yeah.
I could see it. Yeah, I think it'd be cool. Paul Goldschmidt, no, he has the same thing.
Probably not.
In my opinion, that Trout deals with.
Worse than Trout.
Definitely worse because he's also just not as good as Trout.
Yeah.
Freddie Freeman.
I would.
I think the Dodger blue would be nice, but
yeah,
he kind of almost is like Paul Goldschmidt a little bit. Francisco Lindor, absolutely. I think that would be fucking sick. Jordan Alvarez.
If he wasn't a Met, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, this for Jordan too. Like bias aside, like I think he would be sick.
Sure.
Mookie would be kind of.
I think Mookie would be awesome because also you have
cool.
the LA connection. But that's what I'm saying. It's like, I mean, you look at guys like Juan Soto. I just think that there's a lot of better options out there of guys who are already like solidified stars. I compare this a lot to when they put Yasiel Puig on the cover of 15, where it was kind of like, yo, we're putting someone on the cover who may or may not become an absolute household name in the next couple of years, and we're just kind of taking a risk here. In a couple of years, bro, like there's a chance Jazz Chisholm might just be like not it. But there is a chance where he becomes like one of the faces of MLB because he has the marketing potential for sure. But the problem is I think that they're selecting him for a cover a little bit too soon. And I know it's not that big of a deal at the end of the day. Like it's a video game cover. I take it a little bit seriously just because when I was younger, I look at like the MLB The Show covers and that was like a huge part of my childhood. Like, bro, looking at like David Wright on the cover, Jeter was on the cover of 2K for 2 straight years. You look at David Ortiz on the cover. Joe Mauer was on the cover for 2 years. I mean, these are like border, some of them borderline Hall of Famers, some of them first ballot Hall of Famers. And now it's like, you're kind of looking at it and I'm just disappointed just to see like not a mega star on the cover every year. It's annoying.
I agree with pretty much like everything you said. And also, MLB The Show covers, like, they haven't really ever been all that nice. The McCutcheon one in
Sure.
13, I think, was sick. Miggy in 14, I didn't really like. Puig in 15, wasn't a huge fan of. 16, I believe, was Josh
Donaldson.
Donaldson.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
one was kind of boring. 17, Griffey. 17, Griffey. That was cool. That was cool. 18, Judge. I even think that cover was lame. Like the fact that Judge was
It
on it
was.
was sick. I think it was kind of
Yeah.
boring. Dude, the 19 Harper one was gross. I think 2K made better covers. Even Julio Rodriguez would have been so much better than.
See, that's where I see, but also I put
I
Julio
forget who we're
Rodriguez in the
talking
same
about.
class as like a Jazz Chisholm. You know what I mean?
Jazz
I don't.
Chisholm. Thank you. I
It,
forgot who, dude. I literally forgot Jazz. That's the problem. That's the problem. I just forgot Jazz Chisholm's name.
yeah, I don't know. I think it's a problem, and I mean, this is like a topic for a whole nother episode, just in terms of like what Major League Baseball players can do to make themselves like a little bit more like known in the sports world. And I think, bro, I you might disagree, but I think it just goes deeper in the sense of MLB players are much more conservative with their personal lives. I mean, it's very
Yeah.
rare you hear about a Major League Baseball player like dating a celebrity. Like it would be amazing for the sport if, I don't know, Jazz Chisholm started dating
Margot
Kim
Robbie.
Kardashian. No, like yeah. Okay, yeah, no, I get the joke. But like you know what I'm saying? Like it's very often like, yo, Devin Booker's dating Kendall Jenner, or like I don't know, just stuff like Tristan Thompson, bro. Like he's mid as hell, but people only know who he is because of the whole Kardashian stuff. I just think that Major League Baseball players, it's much more often where it's like, yo, they get married at 21 to their prom date that from Wichita, Kansas. You know what I mean? It's much more common in baseball than any other
Rather
sport.
drop dead than do that shit, to be honest. But yeah, no, you know what, Pat? You just did a total 180 with me, bro. I totally disagree with whatever you're saying before. You hit the nail on the head with everything, bro. I could not agree more. I also
We
just
need
think,
more Jeters, bro. Like giving out gift
I
baskets to
also
Jessica
think,
Alba and Mariah Carey. Like,
well, I think we're about to see Judge get a little spicy. Don't you just get that vibe? Like,
no.
no,
He's
I
one of
do.
those, like marrying his high school sweetheart. Like, you know,
All right, relax.
he had
But
no, wait. This is actually a topic. Aaron Judge had a chance in 2017. Do you remember this?
that
There
Halloween
was
picture.
rumors.
Oh no, go on, go on.
No. There was rumors in 2017 that Kylie Jenner wanted Aaron Judge. Do you remember this?
No, I
There was
don't.
rumors,
But
and I was like, yo, that would have been huge for the sport, bro.
Pat,
Like putting Aaron Judge on an A-list level
yes,
would be awesome. And
no,
now he's kind of done it himself, but you know what I mean?
dog. He can get any girl he wants, bro. Like
No, I
he's
know.
legitimately A-list now, which is fucking insane. Um, I don't even know what my next point was gonna end up being, but I was really hoping for like a captain's edition or something, or not even like that. I'm just saying, like, they had like the legacy edition.
Yeah.
Props to whoever made it. I don't even know who, so I feel bad. But like, there's that Jeter and Judge like mock-up cover, dude. So sick, bro. I don't know. Kind of a major L, bro. Major L.
Yeah.
What do you see? Yeah. Hold up.
What?
You're doing that face that you do when I like do something stupid. What did I do?
No. It's not stupid. It's just because I mean, in my head, I agree with you, but I'm thinking of the counter argument where it's like we're a very small minority of baseball fans where we're Yankee fans, and that's something that we want to see. Most of other teams' fans don't want to see a cover with Aaron Judge and Derek Jeter. Like
Then
they
you
don't
can
really care. You know
then
what I
you can
mean?
get the other version.
Okay, but you can understand what I mean when I say that. Like we care about that because we're Yankees fans, but every other fan base would be miserable about that.
We are all
So
pet as far as I'm concerned.
okay, well,
Shit, is it
you want to
Q&A
get into the
time,
Q and
bro?
A? I
Yeah,
think
I
it's Q
do.
and A
I
time.
absolutely do.
So you're gonna get some questions from the email. I'm gonna get some questions from our Twitter. Do you want to go first, or because I have a few pulled up?
Yeah, I'll go first. Because
Okay.
I think you're a little more prepared than me. I got my first one ready to go though. It's from Lance Rosenstruck. Shout out to you, brother. Hi, Dan and Pat. I'm a big fan of the show. I've watched every episode of it, my man. My viewer question is, who do you guys have winning the Super Bowl? Can't wait for the next episode. To be honest, no offense to you, Lance, this is not the question I initially had up. It was a different one, but yo, shit. It's who do you have winning the Super Bowl? But honestly, once the Giants were done, I'm out on football. I didn't watch a second of the championship weekend.
Really?
Who is it
I
though? It's
did.
Eagles, Chiefs.
It's Eagles Chiefs. Yeah, I got the Chiefs.
Um, I feel like it's gonna be the Eagles, bro. Because I've been seeing so many TikToks of Jalen Hurts lately that like make you think he's so badass, and he just has like that. It's like you can just tell it's somebody's year. Like it kind of just seems like it's his
Sure.
year. So the Eagles
You know,
win.
this is maybe off topic a little bit, but I might get some hate for this actually. I mean, I'm sure you saw like so many people being so pissed off about the Empire State Building being lit up in Eagles colors for them winning. Dude, am I crazy to think like I don't see the biggest deal for that? Like I know like being in New York, like we view that as like a staple of New York, but bro, like the United States is like a very big place, and the Empire State Building like kind of has to represent like all the United
I
States.
hear it was a big topic on the Michael K show today. And honestly, like I defer to that argument if you can, like, I'm sure it's on YouTube. But like Don McGregor described it so perfectly. And because people were really getting mad. And like I was
Yeah.
bothered myself too. Wasn't like outraged, but it was like weird. Like, why would you do that? We now kind of know the reason. Like, I guess the NFL like paid for it like in advance, whoever won the game, whatever. Anyways, but like Don McGregor was saying how we almost kind of like lose our own touch of the city being our own when like we do represent the world, not the world, but the country. It's like that's
part of the
our
world. Yeah.
that's our building. Like you would never see that where like say like a whatever building in Philadelphia represent New York colors if we won or something, some shit like that. You know what I mean? Like it wouldn't happen anywhere else. And it's like I get it that like New York does represent the whole country, but it's like it doesn't. Like, that's the most famous and iconic building in New York City. So it's like it's just weird. I thought
if
it was
the
weird.
Red Sox won the World Series, I wouldn't be mad about the Empire State Building being red. Just saying. Yeah, I wouldn't.
Really?
Or being like lit up for the Astros. I really wouldn't. If you don't want to see it lit up in their color, make sure they don't win. My question from Twitter. This one's from Avi Schacter. I think that's how you pronounce it. Sorry if it's not. He says, which players would you be sad if they weren't a part of winning 28? I guess I'll just name one. And mine would be Luis Severino.
I'm sorry. Can you repeat the question? Like, so
the question is, which players would you be sad if they weren't a part of winning 28? My main guy's got to be like Luis Severino, just because I'm thinking about like the Baby Bombers era. And I think the only two really left at this point are Judge and Sevy. And Sevy is the only, I mean, obviously Judge is going to be a Yankee for life. So he's most likely going to be a part of 28. But I think it's possible that Sevy isn't. And I think Sevy deserves to be just because he's kind of been around for a while. So yeah, I think I'd probably go Sevy.
I think I would go Giancarlo Stanton if he like continues to just rake in the playoffs and like say his contract expires and then the very next year we win, something like that. That would be tragic. Because dude, I still think he's gonna end up in Monument Park somehow. He's not all the way there yet. I mean, like Stan still got like has like a few more like really good seasons with the Yankees, continue to play well in October, but like yeah, no, that would suck. Can you imagine? Same with Cole too. Like I need to see Cole.
Oh yeah.
Really, it's the way like you kind of needed to like justify the because that automatically justifies the contract, you know?
Yeah,
so him and Cole. My question is from Santino Galati. And I'm glad you asked this because it's something I feel like we kind of should address because people have brought it up. He says, love the show. Keep the great content. Do you think the Yankees should see what the Brewers want for Yelich? He says as the trade deadline approaches, but some people even brought up just this offseason because the Yankees do need a left fielder. Pat, I'm sure we're both on the same side with this. No. Yelich is going to control through 28 at 23.9 mil a year. And dude, it kind of sucks, bro. Because remember, he was like crying at the Brewers press conference. It was all like a really nice story and all. And just since then, he's been so shit. 174 WRC plus in 2019. Since then, 114 in 2020, 102 in 2021. Last year, 111, and was just a 2.3 WAR player. So that's nuts, bro. So obviously, no. I mean, I assume you're on the same.
Yeah, I'm on no. I mean, just because that contract's so big. I mean, I do have confidence that he could turn it around. Maybe he won't be the same player that he used to be, but I do think he'll turn it around at some point. I mean, he's not going to go the rest of his career being bad. I think he's in a better boat than Bellinger is. So there's that.
Yeah, but also it's like, what's more pressure? I mean, I guess that's a dumb question. I was going to say, like, what's more pressure? Like, pressure to play to get like the big payday, or like when you have all that money on you and like you're not performing? I know, because in the end, life always matters more. Yeah, no, definitely.
Yeah. This one is from Alex. He says, will Austin Wells become the Yankees opening day catcher in the next 3 years? So I think this is more so the question is really, do you think Austin Wells is going to get traded? That's basically what it is. Because I think as long as he's in the Yankees organization, I think the answer to this question is 100% yes.
I don't know. I think I could see them holding on to him, and like the dude has raked in the minors so far. So like I'm looking forward to his future. I just all scouts pretty much reject him to go to the corner outfield or to a corner outfield spot. Wells is like
first, right?
Or first, yes. But like a lot of them end up seeing him being like a left fielder, which he could honestly even be a factor at some point this year. Who knows? But anyways, he's like adamant that he's going to go to the big leagues as a catcher and that he loves the position. Scouts don't really agree with that. And I don't know if you saw like him throwing to second base. Like there's a couple videos out there on Twitter this weekend. Like he don't really have an arm, which he could obviously develop, but it's like he's already kind of a really big guy. So like how much more strength can you put on to get a better arm? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like,
yeah.
yeah, I just think getting his bat in the lineup, period, would be awesome. Like, while I do like I have him on the trade block. Like, I wouldn't be like upset if we trade him for like the right piece. But like if we did hold on to him, like the dude's probably gonna rake. So wherever he plays, yo, that'll be exciting. And it'll be quicker too. Like it'll
Yeah.
be like there's talk like because he'll be at least up in AAA at some point this year, if not starting the year there. I forget what he's finished last year, but
I
yeah,
think he
he
was
could
a
be up
double A
soon.
to end the season.
Yeah, I think so too. Lucio D'Amico asks, hope I'm saying your name right. Just letting you know, it has been a real invigorating time seeing Dan's hair journey. But let's get to the point. Do you guys truly think the Astros losing Verlander and gaining Abreu and us getting Rodon is enough? It's a scary question, but that's really because of the season. Great show, guys. Thank you.
That's a nice. I
No,
like that.
yeah, great email,
Yeah.
man. I appreciate that. And yeah, I think I finally figured out the hair shit, by the way. I'm like shampooing like twice a week now. Don't really look at this too much because I haven't kind of lain in bed a little bit all day. But like when I'm going out and about, I got it under control. But yo, I think we've been pretty clear about this though, that like we don't consider us the level of the Astros, really at all. I would say we're in the same like tier as like we are the top two. We're the second best team in the American League. I think the gap is still like pretty far though. But, and I said this a million times, but like I'll repeat it. The main thing right now is that I think this team is definitely good enough to win the AL East. So like we just got to make sure we're better than the Astros by October. What our team looks like right now doesn't necessarily matter, you know,
Sure.
because
It's
if
still
we end up,
disappointing though.
it definitely is. But like now, I also just as a fan, I feel like I have to reevaluate and understand like it's not the end of
Yeah.
the world, you know. But yeah, I guess are you on the same page as that? Like you
Yeah.
don't,
No, I agree 1,000%.
yeah.
I don't think that the Yankees are anywhere near the Astros right now. But now I think we kind of just have to cope and be like, yo, this is the team we're rocking with this season. And we just have to root for them and see what happens. Just hope for the best of the deadline too. So we'll see. This question is from Ryan Healy. So the question is there any chance Hicks/Donaldson/IKF exceeds expectations? I want to reword it a little bit to pick one of those guys who you think has the best chance of exceeding expectations.
Who are they? Who?
So you got Hicks, Donaldson, IKF.
Donaldson. I think that's like easy. Like,
Yeah.
this is nothing I've said so many times. I could see him run into like 25 homers this year.
Maybe more, to be honest.
Yeah. What was your bold prediction? Wasn't it 30? I think.
I wouldn't be shocked if he hit 35.
Honestly, dude, I almost like, don't you expect him to at least just hit 20? Like, that's just going to happen. Nice, like 110 WRC plus or something like that. Play solid defense. And that might be between two teams. Like, they might be between us and somebody like, because that's the thing with Donaldson, too. If he does play well in the first half, you could, like, a team would want him then. If he just has a half a year left with like the $4 million buyout after that, like, you could trade Donaldson if he plays well in the first half. So, but yeah, no, I see Donaldson doing well. Are you same boat?
No, yeah, I'm on the same boat. I go Donaldson. I'm kind of on that Donaldson revenge tour mindset going into the season. I mean, because the fact that he's going to be a big part of this team this year, and I just want to see him do well. And I think that he has the mindset to do so. I think it's just going to be a matter of whether or not his body is going to let him do so. So
Nicholas Termini asked, now this is like a simple one, but it's something I actually was thinking about doing a topic anyway. So here we go. Is Aaron Judge ever going to get 60 homers again? I think yes. I think yes, because I think MLB is going to, they continue to mess with the ball. And I wouldn't be shocked if they bring back the juice ball at some point. And the moment that happens, and I know there was some weird shit with Judge's balls at the end, which I don't doubt that at all, by the way. And I have no problem with it happening. You know, it's not Judge's fault. You know, it's not like he chose to put him there. I don't blame MLB for doing it. It was great for ratings. And he would have gotten there anyway, so I don't really care. But
yeah, no, but Dan, I don't know about it because
I know I couldn't give two shits. If it was a thing where it was like the Yankees were in on it, then you probably would never see me again, bro, if that were the case. But it's like, what are we gonna do about it? You know, like
I guess
we didn't do nothing. Like we just benefited from.
What
MLB.
if Judge knew though? Would you view him differently?
No, what do you think? No, Judge wouldn't know. No, I wouldn't.
But what if he did know? What? Well, like let's say MLB.
That would be weird, but Judge would call him out.
Who's on it?
That would be terrible. That'd be whack. And also, I feel this way too because like juice balls have already been like the biggest controversial story. So I'm kind of just like, yeah, MLB fucks the balls. We all know that. Like, dude, it's the same shit as like the Field of Dreams game. Remember that from like 2021 and all that shit. Like they always think it's the same vibe, you know. So but yeah, I don't know how I got to that topic. What were we talking about? Oh, 60 homers.
Will Judge hit 60 again?
I think yes. I think he will.
Yeah, I don't think so. But also, I'm in the same boat where I didn't think that he was going to surpass his 2017 total. So,
really,
he could always prove me wrong. So, we'll see.
Yeah.
But last question here. This one's from Brendan Q. Shout out, Brendan. He says, will Anthony Volpe be the everyday leadoff hitter by the time the playoffs begin? I'm going to say no. I think he will be in the starting lineup, but I don't think he'll be the everyday leadoff hitter.
Oh, I'd be a fraud if I said no. Brandon, you know that. Brennan? I just said Brandon. That's always the biggest like twister, bro. Is
Yeah,
like
Brendan,
with
Brendan, yeah.
Brendan or Brandon, but this is Brendan. Love you, Brendan. Yeah, that was my bold prediction, and like that's something I'm like firm on. Volpe, like that's like my or I should say firm on, but like my hopeful prediction will be yes, Volpe will be leading off by opening day. Did I say on here, by the way, that A-Rod unfollowed me on Instagram? Did I make that point?
No, you
That
didn't.
can you believe that, bro? I know we talked about it a little before the show. Crazy. You know, I'll always cherish it though. Well, hey, listen, man. Freedom of speech, bro.
Yeah, but freedom of speech, but you have to pay the consequences for what you do say.
Totally. I told you before, yo. Like it ran through my head that he might unfollow me because of this. Then I felt like I was like, now I have no.
Can
I was
you
like,
give
because
a little
of me
backstory as to like why he did? Because some people like might not even know why he unfollowed you.
Oh shit, my bad, dude. See, not good at this. Yeah, so I just clipped that picture or that not picture, that segment of me and you talking about should A-Rod make the Hall of Fame, and I of course say, well, I'm the biggest A-Rod fan in the world. I list my reasons why I don't think he should. And so like I have been doing lately, I made into a little 60-second short, posted on Instagram. And beforehand, I knew, bro, I was like, wait, shit, like if A-Rod sees because he follows Yankees Avenue, he did in 2018, made my freaking life. And like we've talked and shit on Instagram before, like I still the DMs and stuff. That's another thing too. It's like none of the DMs have gone away. So I always have proof. Like I was chit chatting with A-Rod and stuff.
He had to screenshot them and frame them.
They're still there. But yeah, and then I was thinking, I was like, maybe I shouldn't post it. And then like that, like I was thinking like I can't not post it now because like I'm like worried of him unfollowing me. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like a weirdo, like a loser, you know what I'm saying? So like then I just hit post, and then I know exactly how many followers that I follow on or who I follow on Dan on Rourke also follows Yanks Ave. And I saw the number go down by 1, and I was like, oh boy, clicked on it, no longer there. Boone still follows me though, which that was something I remember in July of 2021, I tagged him in a post saying he should be fired. Yeah.
Well, I mean,
which was dumb of me. That was me being a Yankee fan, stupid shit. But one of the rare irrational moments by me was the Boone thing. 2021 was tough though, bro. So I don't even really blame myself.
It was, and he should have been fired. He really should have been. Oh,
I forgot who I was talking to. Shit, I don't gotta explain myself.
Yeah.
All right, bro. Well, that'll do it for the Q&A up, huh? We probably went a little long today, I feel like, but
I think this was an awesome episode. It really was.
You do? Word. I think so too. I was yeah, bro, just fucking busy day and so much shit. Like nice little casual laid back Q&A episode. And we haven't done one yet. This is our first one. Besides, dude, we always
we're not going to have to do many more. I think that's really the key here. I mean, pitchers and catchers report in 2 weeks now?
Yeah. And like, we're going to start getting into like projection type shit. And dude, to be honest, I think like baseball, the Yankees have done this pretty well with like topics and like shit being like spread out, like news coming in, like for the most part, like it hasn't been too hard to really come up with stuff. Like, so the fact that it took until like January 30th, bro, for this January 31st, chilling, bro. Socials, where can they find you? Twitter and all that?
On Twitter at Unhinged Patrick, and TikTok at Unhinged Patrick, and then Instagram at True Hennessy.
I'm liking TikTok, yo. Yeah, Yankees Avenue on everything, and subscribe here on YouTube. Drop a like, comment, and I'll do it. See you guys next time. Did you see Another Day in Paradise is back? It's probably playing right now as we speak. You listen to it, my outro song. See you guys next time. Let's go, Yankees. Her body's going like September.